Welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for more. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Illinois. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Full Sail University. Take it away.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Miller. I'm excited to be here talking to you tonight about our school, whether you're joining tonight or watching in the future. So if you've never heard of Full Sail before, we are an entertainment, art, media, and technology university located down in Orlando, Florida. So I'll give you a little bit more information about us in the coming minutes, but I want to start off by showing you a quick video to show you some of our campus and about our degree programs. So you could see at the end of that video, it said, if you're serious about your dream, we'll take your dream seriously. We are a creative school. We're all about creative dreams. Everything we do has something to do with entertainment. And we really stand by that motto that if you are somebody who has this creative dream, you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there, then we're willing to do whatever we can to help you achieve those dreams. So a creative school full of creative degree programs. We have over 50 bachelor's degrees, and they fall into each of the categories that you see on the screen here. So if you at any point see one of these areas and think that you'd like to learn more, just send me an email. I provide that at the end, and I can get you some more information. But each of our degree programs is a bit different than what you may be expecting. The first thing that's different is that we actually are accelerated. All of our degree programs are cut in half. So what that means is that a traditional university usually takes about 4 years to complete your bachelor's degree. At Full Sail, it takes just about 2 years. So that's where we cut it in half. On campus, it takes about 20 months, and online, it takes about 29 months. This is really advantageous for students going into these kind of competitive entertainment careers, because you can graduate 2 years ahead of your competition while you're starting to make an income and pay back student loans. The next thing here is that we have a rolling admissions. You can apply all throughout the year, but you can also start all throughout the year. We start a new class of students every single month. So instead of having to wait until the next semester to begin, once you're ready, all you have to do is wait until the next month. I'm going to skip over that top one, but I did want to touch on the bottom part really quick, that we have a big focus on career development. We want to make sure that all of our graduates are not only ready to do their future job, but also to get a future job. So each of our students take 7 career modules in areas like networking, resume writing, and interviewing. And they also complete a portfolio so that by the time they graduate, they're well-versed, they're ready to get a job and show off their skills. And our grads have gone on to do some really cool things through the years. 2 things that I want to highlight. These are, 2 blockbuster, if you can say that, films this year, since movie theaters aren't all open. But we had several graduates, over a dozen work on Godzilla vs. Kong, several work on Raya and the Last Dragon, in all sorts of different areas, but lots of computer animation graduates were on these. And throughout the past year, we have had several graduates also nominated and win Academy, Grammy, and also Game Awards. Next, you'll see a couple of companies up on the screen. These are just a few examples of the many companies our graduates have gone on to work for. So these ones are obviously kind of bigger companies. One of my favorite here is Blizzard, the gaming company. But again, these are bigger companies. We have students that would prefer to go on to work for an indie company or maybe they want to start their own company. They're an entrepreneur. That's totally an option. The world is kind of your oyster once you have graduated from Full Sail. On our campus, we have a lot of different clubs and organizations. A few that I really enjoy are the Cosplay Club and the Creative Writing Club. But one that I'd like to highlight is our Armada Esports League. That is our competitive esports team, and we compete both with other universities and in the United States and also internationally. Right now, our teams compete in about 10 games, including Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, and Rocket League. And speaking of that, we're actually having a high school Rocket League competition. It's 3v3. If you're somebody that likes this game and wants to participate, just reach out and I'll send you some more information. So if this school seems like it's a good fit, you're like, oh, Full Sail, this is right up my alley, just let me know. I can answer any questions that you have. But also the first step would be to get in touch with our admissions department. They are fantastic, just wonderful people that love talking to you and getting to know you and helping you figure out which program might be a good fit. You would schedule an admissions interview. It's very casual, just to kind of talk and kind of get a feel for each other. And then the next step would be to check out our scholarship guide, apply for as many scholarships as you qualify for. Two that are really important right here are Women in Technology and Emerging Technology. These are full tuition scholarships that we're currently offering. So if you are interested in pursuing a tech degree and you're currently a junior or a senior, apply for those. You can get your whole tuition covered. Lastly, if you have any further questions at all, my email is down here at the bottom. It's elmiller@fullsail.com. I'll put all of this information in the chat as well. But again, feel free to reach out with any questions. Thank you for being here, whether you are live or watching afterwards, and I hope everyone has a great day.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from Mississippi State University.
Hey everybody, my name is Amelia Ramsey and I am the Mississippi State Admissions Counselor for students in Illinois. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So just to give you guys kind of an overview of Mississippi State, we were founded in 1878. We were originally called Mississippi A&M, which stands for Agriculture and Mechanical College. So we are very well known for the agricultural programs that we offer, as well as the engineering and technical degrees. We currently have just over 22,000 students enrolled across 3 campuses. Our main campus is in Starkville, Mississippi. And of that student enrollment, it is the second smallest in the Southeastern Conference, which is the conference that our school is a part of. You guys can see we currently have a student to faculty ratio of about 20:1. So although we are a larger university, we do try to condense that classroom environment because we know that getting to know your professors and building those relationships is helpful for preparation for your future. And then our average ACT score is about a 26, but we were test optional for admission this past fall, and we will remain test optional for the upcoming fall as well. Talking a little bit about our programs, I won't go into too much detail simply because we don't have enough time, but we have 8 academic colleges that have about 80 different majors included across the 8 departments. And then in the bottom right corner there, we also do have our Shackles Honors College. This is available to any major who are looking to extend their learning opportunities outside of the general classroom. But some of the degrees that we're most known for, I mentioned engineering and agriculture. We also have a vet school on our main campus. So all of our animal science majors, as well as our general science majors, are really strong. And then our largest major currently on campus is kinesiology, which is exercise science or physical therapy, are routes that you can do with a kinesiology degree. Talking a little bit about student life, we have over 200 clubs and organizations on campus. So anything that you guys are currently interested in or currently involved in high school, we will have something that will be similar, if not the same, offered on our campus. So we have everything from student government to Greek life. We have student interest groups, honor societies, professional organizations. So just a lot of ways that you can get involved. And I highly encourage you, no matter what school you're looking at, to figure out if that institution offers things that you're passionate about, because your experience outside of the classroom is just as important as your experience in the classroom. So talking a little bit about Starkville, Mississippi, that is where we are located. You can see that star there shows it's in north central Mississippi. So it is a little bit of distance from Illinois, but we are about 36% out of state students. So we do have a lot of students coming in from out of state. Starkville itself is by definition a small college town. There's about 25,000 residents in the town. And the nice thing is, yes, when you come to Mississippi State, you are going to be navigating a larger university, but you're not having to also navigate a large city on top of that. So we have a shuttle system that takes you all over the town if you're not planning to bring a car. And it's just a great environment to, have community with local people that were alumni or have connections to the university. They can help you get jobs or internships. And there's just lots of great local restaurants and things like that. Talking about the application process, we do open our application on August 1st at midnight of the student's senior year. If you're currently a senior, you can go ahead and apply. Our application will stay open through July. And if you're a junior, you can apply beginning on August 1st at midnight of this upcoming fall. So I mentioned that we were test optional this past year, as well as we will remain that way for this fall. So all we need is the $40 application fee, the online application, and then your 9th through 11th grade high school transcript. And you guys can see at the bottom of the screen there, we are a part of Common App and Coalition for College. So you're more than welcome to apply through those as well. Talking a little bit about our value and cost overall, students who are from Illinois will be considered non-resident students unless you are the dependent of a military veteran. If you are a military, you do to attend MSU. Otherwise, you'll be considered a non-resident and we'll charge the non-resident tuition and fees. The room and board is an estimate. We do require freshman students to live on campus, but we have 17 different residence halls and they range in prices. So we give you that estimate that covers your residence hall and your meal plan for the year. Talking about visiting campus, we do campus visits Monday through Friday of every week, both in person as well as we have a virtual option. We will do those all through the rest of the spring, as well as the summer and into the fall. You can register at campusvisit.msstate.edu. We also have our preview days coming up in the fall. Those are the big open house days where you can get an all day full experience of everything that MSU has to offer. Both ways to visit are great, and I highly recommend coming to our campus if you get a chance. If you're not able to travel, the virtual tour is a great option as well. But being on the campus and getting to actually experience it in person really will make all the difference as you're making your college decision. So here's my contact information. As I mentioned, I work with students in Southern Illinois. We do have another recruiter who handles North Illinois, but I'm happy to work with any students who have questions. My email is there as well as my work cell phone, and you can call or text that number at any time. So thank y'all so much for listening. And if you need anything or have questions, let me know.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mara Miller, and I am an admissions counselor with our Prescott, Arizona campus of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, but I will be sharing information with you about both of our campuses today. It's taking me a moment to share my screen with you for some reason. Here it is. Okay. Is it sharing my presentation with you right now?
No, I'm seeing your browser. Oh, there we go.
Is it showing it now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. As I mentioned, we have 2 residential campuses in Florida, Arizona, and then we also have a worldwide campus online. If you have heard of us before, then you are probably most familiar with our College of Aviation. Our roots go all the way back into the 1920s when the school began as a flight school, and that is what we are best known for today. If you have an interest in flight training, Aeronautical Science is the name of our professional pilot training program. You can do both fixed wing and helicopter flight. Additionally, if you are interested in working in the field of aviation, but not necessarily as a pilot, we have a variety of other degree programs where you can pursue related careers. For example, if you wanted to be an air traffic controller, or if you wanted to get into aviation maintenance, or if you wanted to get into unmanned aircraft systems. Our College of Arts and Sciences offers programs including biology, psychology, physics and astronomy. We have some computer-related degree programs. We also have some forensic science-related programs. So if you're interested in any of those fields, we have a degree program for you. Next is our College or School of Business. Aviation Business Administration is a business degree with a focus on aviation. It covers all of the same topics that you would be covering in a business administration degree, but you would have an advantage over a standard business major if you're interested specifically in working in the aviation industry. If you wanted to work for an airport, an airline, something like that, you would definitely have a leg up because you have a really solid understanding of how the aviation industry works. Regardless of whether you choose aviation business or whether you choose something non-aviation, such as just regular business administration or global business and supply chain management, the programs are excellent, as evidenced by the fact that our Phi Beta Lambda Club, which is our business club, has won our state championship every single year. The College of Engineering houses aerospace engineering, which is currently the largest degree that we offer. Aerospace engineering covers both aeronautical and astronautical engineering, so both aircraft and spacecraft design. But you will choose a specialty track, so you're going to choose which of those fields you want to pursue or specialize in. Regardless of whichever engineering program you choose, you're going to find yourself in a very hands-on program with lots of opportunities for labs and projects. And culminating in your senior year, you will do a senior capstone project where you would emulate what you would do once you were actually out working in the industry, working for an employer. All of our programs are accredited by ABET, and our aerospace engineering program is consistently ranked #1 by US News and World Report. Lastly is our College of Security and Intelligence Studies. This college and the programs in it tend to attract students that have an interest in pursuing a career with the FBI or the CIA. Of course, there are certainly industry applications as well. But if you're interested in doing something like information or intelligence analysis, as well as cyber intelligence and security, then one of our programs might be a good fit for you. All of our degree programs have a focus on hands-on learning, anywhere from our competitive flight team, which has won 12 national championships. Our space physics students have had an opportunity to look for binary stars with NASA, as well as travel to Los Alamos National Laboratory and search for neutrinos, which are thought to be part of dark matter. We've also had students who have built a liquid rocket, and our security intelligence studies students are working on a research project from a grant from the Department of Justice, where they're researching barrier technology, which would slow down and in the time for an intruder to get onto campus. We do have 2 residential campuses. Prescott, Arizona is located in northern Arizona. We are in the mountain part of the state, so we are not cactus and tumbleweeds. We are mountains and pine trees. We have approximately 3,000 students on campus. We also have our campus in Daytona Beach, Florida. They have approximately 7,000 students. They're located about 5 miles from the beach. Regardless of the campus you choose, you're going to enjoy small class sizes, average about 25 students. We do not have any large lecture classes. The largest classroom on campus holds maybe 60 students. All classes are taught by faculty. We have plenty of clubs and organizations for you to get involved in, as well as sports. We have Air Force and Army ROTC at both campuses, as well as Navy ROTC on the Daytona Beach campus. If you are interested in applying for admission, we are still accepting applications for the fall, or you can apply for next year. Please be sure to jot down the waiver code here so that you can get your $50 application fee waived. If you would like more information, please feel free to contact me. I have my contact information here, as well as that of my colleague Rebecca for the Daytona Beach campus. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, you'll be hearing from the University of Tennessee.
Hello, my name is Courtney Kleindienst, and I am the Midwest Regional Representative for the University of Tennessee, located in Knoxville, Tennessee. Excuse me. So we are in Eastern Tennessee, and we have been coined a nature-loving, adventure-seeking, artsy kind of town here in Knoxville. So we have the awesome amenity of being 45 minutes away from the Great Smoky Mountains. So we are less than an hour away from the most visited national park in the United States. And our campus itself is right along the Tennessee River. So if you're into outdoor adventure, we've got you covered. And if you're not, you will be. We've got over 800 miles of hiking trails and over 100 miles of greenways. So bring your bike, rent a bike. There's definitely access to being downtown on campus and then out in the woods and in the mountains. So it's a very cool environment. And we do have a vibrant and historic downtown region. So there's lots of cool shops and restaurants within walking distance to campus. And we do have a free trolley system as well. And lively food and music scene. So there's always something to do in Knoxville when you're not studying. So now a little bit about the institution itself. We are Tennessee's flagship institution. We were founded in 1794 and are the fountainhead University of Tennessee. We believe in our strong volunteer tradition. So we are the Tennessee Volunteers, and that's something that service above self, that camaraderie spirit is something we take a lot of pride in and look for that in our applicants. We are a Research 1 Carnegie classification, so that's top ranking in the classification of research. So we're a research intensive institution. We've produced the most Goldwater scholars and top producing Fulbright in the SEC. So not only volunteer traditions go along with our athletics, but also our academics as well. And to kind of connect with the research opportunities, we have the UT Space Institute and have produced 10 astronauts. And then we co-manage the Oak Ridge National Laboratory. So the Oak Ridge National Lab is just right at 30 minutes from our campus. And our professors work alongside there. We have staff there and we co-manage that. So we are one of less than 10 institutions that have the ability and the responsibility to manage a national lab. So we take, again, a lot of pride in that opportunity our students have. As I kind of mentioned, athletics is a big deal. We are Division I and part of the SEC. We are mid-sized, so we have around 24,000 undergraduate students, and then total population with our graduate students puts us just over 30,000. And then for our undergraduate students, we have over 360 major options for you to choose from. So I'll quickly kind of go through our 9 undergraduate colleges. Some of them do have competitive admission, so I'll kind of highlight that as well. We have our Herbert College of Agriculture, and again, we were a land grant institution, so that's something that we kind of originated in, and we have our UT Gardens and a lot of cool opportunities with our College of Ag. Our College of Architecture and Design is small and intimate, but it is competitive, and that's a program. We have interior architecture, and then graphic design, and those will take a separate review process. Those are competitive programs. Our College of Arts and Sciences is our largest college, so that's going to be where you're going to find the most major options, whether it be psychology, sociology, political science, pre-med. Those programs are all going to fall within that college. Our Haslam College of Business is very well known, very hands-on, very prestigious. We're highly ranked in several areas, one including supply chain management, lots of good hands-on opportunities in the College of Business. College of Communication and Information, lots of options within PR if you're interested in sports, journalism, things like that. So that's a really good program there, and that was home to Peyton Manning. I always like to throw that out. Our College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. So if you're looking to become a teacher, kinesiology, speech pathology, you're going to be there. Tickle College of Engineering, Also a very well-known program and a program that's going to require a separate review process. There we're most known for nuclear engineering, and we are in the process of building a new facility, which will be done this fall. So we're excited about that. Our College of Nursing is a direct admit program, very competitive. Pay attention to those deadlines as you are applying for that. And then we have our College of Social Work, which is hands-on, and we do offer the master's program as well. Okay, that was a quick rundown of majors. So the Tennessee student experience. Every new student that starts at UT gets a vol success team. They get an academic coach, an academic advisor, and a one-stop counselor. So you have 3 people that are rooting for you, helping you with the transition to college, talking to you about academic resources we have, tutoring, our career development center, so different ways to get involved. So helping you with that transition. And as you know, I'm talking to you, you guys are out-of-state students, so it's kind of nice to have those coaches to lean on. We do have living learning communities, which help with programming and getting to know students and building community, and 3 different housing styles that you can choose from as incoming freshmen are required to live on campus. Tons of ways to get involved, over 400 clubs and organizations. Intramurals and club sports are very popular, and then sorority and fraternity life. And we have over 300 study abroad programs. So anywhere from 2 weeks to full academic year, definitely something to check out if you're interested. We are on the Common App, and we have our own application. We don't have a preference. It's up to you. We are self-reported academic records, so you will be filling out your own transcript information. You can upload your transcript, and we do have a $50 application fee. Things that we're looking for in our future vols, we're looking at the rigor of your high school curriculum, your senior year coursework. We do have optional essays, extracurricular and leadership activities, and of course, your volunteer experience. Be sure to pay attention to our deadlines. We have an early action deadline of November 1st and a regular admission deadline of December 15th. These deadlines are very important for our scholarships. Our campus is open to on-campus visits, so you can check out our website to visit. And there's my contact information, which I will also throw in the chat. So thank you so much. Go Vols.
Thank you. Now I'd just like to invite the reps to come back on and do a round of Q&A. So in the same order that you presented in, please share what advice you would give someone going through the college search process.
All right, so my advice for anybody that's going through the college search process would be to be open-minded. I know that, you know, everybody that's here tonight as a presenter, we're from all over the United States. We have campuses all over the place, and you are in Illinois. So, you know, your dream college, the place for you might be in your backyard, or it might be in Arizona or Florida or London. Just keep an open mind and check out the schools that have the programs that you were really interested in.
I would say for me, my biggest advice is just to use your admissions reps as a resource, because I know when I was in high school, I was not super connected to my admissions rep, but we're here to help you guys and to be a point of contact for anything. So, you know, even if you don't know if we'll know the answer to questions, use us, reach out, get to know us, because it makes it a lot easier if you do have questions on down the road in your decision process.
Hi, so what I like to encourage everyone in is, as you're searching for a college, I know that there is a tendency to focus heavily on cost, and I know that the cost of a college education can be pretty overwhelming. So first of all, there are a lot of scholarships available to you, both through the institution that you're applying to, as well as through external sources. So I would say that if there is a particular college that you're just really set on attending, then don't rule it out right off the bat. At least apply for admission, see what the university or college offers you, as well as what you're able to find on your own through other resources. Secondly, I would also encourage you to consider not just what the sticker price is or even what your net cost is with scholarships, but also take a look at what your future return on your investment is. So if you're going into a field where you are going to get a high return, it might make a difference to invest a little more in your education because it'll come back to you in your future earnings.
Those were all great points, and I'll say something different, but I could repeat all of those. So I would definitely say get organized, stay organized. So, you know, you make your list of what schools you're looking for, and be sure to pay attention to deadlines. A big one, in talking kind of about scholarships, if you miss those scholarship deadlines, you miss opportunities. And I've had plenty of students asking me for scholarships too late in the game. So make sure you're getting organized, pay attention to the schools you want, when their timelines and deadlines are, and just kind of follow that throughout your senior year.
Awesome. I'm going to ask another question for all of you as well. So just share what your favorite event or tradition is on campus.
All right, so Full Sail is an entertainment school, of course. So all of our students work really hard on their portfolios through the life of their program, and we want to celebrate them right before they graduate. So we always have a student showcase for each degree program, but my favorite is our film student showcase. We do one once a month as students are graduating, but we get to watch their final portfolio projects. We go into our live venue, put them on the big screen. Staff makes popcorn, gives out candy and things like that, and we watch them as if we were in a real movie theater. And I just think it's really fun to celebrate the graduates and get snacks. That part's fun too.
So the tradition that we are most known for is the cowbell. I mentioned we have our agriculture roots, and we actually, our students, when we first started our football team back in the early 1900s, they used to bring a full cow to every game because they thought it was a good luck symbol, even though our mascot is a bulldog. So not really sure how that made sense, but they used to bring a cow, and then that got to be too difficult. And so they took the bell off the cow's neck, and they wanted to ring the bell as a sign of that good luck charm. And so in order to make ringing the bell easier, they took a bicycle handle and welded it to the bell. And so now we have cowbells, and we ring them at all of our athletic events. All of the opposing teams obviously hate it, but we have the legend of the cowbell, and it's buy your first one yourself, so someone has to gift you one. And so that's kind of our unique trait and tribute to our agricultural roots.
At Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, every fall we have an event called October West, and this is our annual homecoming event. And so at that time, alumni they all come back on campus. It's really neat to get to see former graduates and talk to them and hear about what they're doing now. They all have an opportunity for a reunion, and it's a great time for our current students as well, because there's usually a ton of different events that are scheduled that time, including the Wings Out West Air Show, which is always popular with everyone. It also coincides with our career fair. A lot of employers will send Embry-Riddle graduates as their representatives so that they'll get to come and participate in October West as well. So it's just a neat event for everyone on campus.
So something sports related that's fun with Tennessee is our Vol Walk. So before every football game, they come down Peyton Manning Way, which leads to Neyland Stadium, and the football players walk down, and people just line the streets and crowd the street to welcome them into the stadium. The athletes sign autographs for kids. It's just a really cool kind of camaraderie and this volunteer family. You really feel that spirit. And then, as I mentioned, we're located on the Tennessee River. So the Vol Navy does what we call sailgate instead of tailgating. So they pull up their boats on the river and sailgate during the games too. So it's just a whole environment that's really cool, and it really shows that volunteer family spirit.
All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you for presenting. When you go to close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for more. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Illinois. So thank you, everyone. Bye.